Where are you most worried on the defensive side of the football? Because I think we know a lot of the offensive issues, but what about on the other side?
Yeah, I'm curious what you guys think too. Like, for me, it's the pass rush, like
Yeah.
100%. I just don't feel like they have a top end answer. I feel like they have like two good, like, B answers at that position. I like Brian Brzee as a pass rusher. I think he's got to play the run a lot better. I'm going to be interested to see how that kind of, works out with this staff and how they view him, since they don't really have anything invested in him. I'm extremely worried about that aspect of it. And then if the corners are a tick worse than they were
Yeah.
last year, I think that becomes even harder to get pressures into sacks. So yeah, I'm real worried about that one. And with that big investment, like, hopefully Chase Young gives you a little bit of something, but I think no matter what happens, that's need number one on the list next year, assuming quarterback isn't a disaster. And, it could be need two as well. I think there's still just major questions there. Well,
Catching up with our guy Nick Underhill. neworleans.football is the site. Nick, there's going to be, going back to the defense, there's a lot of mid-round selections there that I don't really know what their role's going to be. We can go Danny Stutzman, who you took in the 4th round, Riley, who you took in the 4th round, Sanker, who you took in the 3rd round. I mean, there was, Diggs in the 7th round off the top of my head. So there was a lot of investment in the draft on that side of the ball. Now, we haven't heard a lot, and some of that's because you got a quarterback competition. Some of it's because your 1st-round pick, your 2nd-round pick, obviously main positions being left tackle and quarterback. Any of those guys, did they pop maybe in these early camps? Do you think there's going to be a starting role for any of those mid-round defensive selections?
Stutzman definitely popped for sure. I mean, his range and just like those 7-on-7s was kind of crazy. Like, he broke up one pass that was probably like, I don't know, man. It was probably like 20-some yards down the field on the sideline. Like, just showed really, really good range. Moved around, popped. Just one of them guys that you consistently notice. Sanker had a nice pick in one of the mini camp practices. Jumped the route from Rattler, kind of like cut underneath. They showed good vision, anticipation there. I'm interested in what they're going to do at safety. Like, the rotation at minicamp was kind of weird to me. They had Justin Reed and Jordan Howden out there with the first team defense. I don't know what that was about. I don't know what it means. I don't know if it's just, Tyron wasn't out there for OTAs, so maybe they were bringing him along slowly. I don't know. And as far as Riley, like, he just started getting out to practice in minicamp. Like, he had some type of procedure, I believe, on his like leg. I don't know exactly what it was. Wasn't out there in OTAs. Was starting to get his legs under him there. I think the door is wide open for him to compete for one of them outside corner spots for sure. I think him against Ike Adams probably going to be one of them battles that play out throughout camp. But I think all of them have a chance to get out there. Stutzman's probably a little bit more blocked than the other guys. But I think there's going to be some opportunity for sure.
Nick, it's July 1st, man. It is training camp month. So happy July. We got July 4th coming. So before we get to training camp, let me know what you got planned this July 4th. You got any big plans? Fireworks, cooking out? What we got?
I really got nothing, man. I don't know. Like, we were going to go on a trip. It kind of got canceled by some light stuff. So kind of just like piecing it together right now. But probably just hanging out, man. Like, I don't know. I haven't put it together yet. The plan was to be at Wrigley Field on July 4th, but that's been sidetracked a little bit. So I don't know, putting it together.
Got to find some fireworks.
Yeah.
Got to.
Yeah. Were you going to go hang out with T-Bob? Was that the plans for the 4th?
No, but I might actually have some baseball tickets to send him. So if they don't sell on SeatGeek, he might find himself a little come up.
If they are free, they are T. So he will certainly take those free tickets. Nick, you're the man. We appreciate you joining us every single week. It is getting closer and closer. Cannot wait to start talking about Saints and training camp. We appreciate the time as always, sir.
Yeah, take it easy, guys.